Morning, good morning. Happy Monday 16. Oh my God, I've got a bit of a big week. I keep saying that. It's boring, isn't it? Isn't that boring? I keep saying it. I'd like to say, guess what? I'm in Fiji doing fuck all, but no, alas, I'm not. Maybe you're not either. Are you sitting at the beginning of your week going, Jesus Christ, another mountain to climb, right? What's that about? Anyway, I have a lot to do this week, a lot of organising. It's a very big week, mostly because I'm off to China on the weekend, so that's exciting. And not only do I have to get my ass to China, I'm also taking other people's asses to China, so I have to be organised, you see, because you can't just fly by the seat of your ass when you're in charge of other humans. So I've got lots of gorgeous women coming with me, and I've just got to finalise. So today's going to be spent doing all the finalising, just checking all the restaurant bookings, checking all the things so that we know that everything's going to be tickety-boo. And oh my God, and then I've got to pack, and it's going to be very hot. There's a high of 35 fucking degrees in Shanghai. I'm not very happy about that. I'm not very good at heat. I've never been good at heat. Forget about the old menopause. This is just Lisa, always, lifelong, always been warm. And also lifelong gets grumpy when hot. So must have, there's a bit of a thing in China because you kind of want to, well, I always like to pack pretty stuff because I want to look gorgeous because that's a whole meme of my life. But I've also got to be very functional. I've got to have action wear, things I can be actionish in, because every day we walk, every morning, that's easy. That's compulsory ugly. Everyone has to just pull on whatever's sort of on the floor and go. So I haven't got time for people to fuck around, in the morning because that's just early. Then we come back and have breakfast. Then we go and be pretty. But anyway, how pretty? I don't know how pretty I can be in 35 degrees. I might just look like a little pink piglet. A little puffy pink piglet is what I think I'll be looking like. So anyway, that's the overarching theme of my week. When I'm looking at what I've got to do, I've got to get everything organised for China. So that's a big deal. I'm running a leadership session this afternoon, which is very exciting. So a women's leadership group, and we're talking about difficult people. And as luck would have it, or not, just as you've got to be careful what you put in your planner, because I put in that I was doing a session at 4:00 today on difficult people for my women's leadership group. And then guess what? All the people in my life decided to be difficult. Like, what the fuck? So I must have created that, right? So I've got difficult people everywhere. So that's good, though. That gives me lots of examples to use. The universe is good like that. Anyway, so once I've done that, and then I'm organising a surprise party. I can't tell you anymore because it's a surprise. But the person it's for, pretty sure, isn't listening. Anyway, that's a lot too. There's lots of shit to organise. So I'm just got to organise a whole lot of shit, pay for a whole lot of shit, organise a whole lot of shit. So that's another big fat job. Whew. Anyway, tomorrow I'm doing a bit of exercising and got some mentoring appointments, and I'm driving my son to an exam. So he is examining at the moment, and he's the baby, fourth and final instalment. Just need to make sure he's tickety-boo. He's very horizontal, though, not too stressed. So that's good. Then he's got the day off on Wednesday, so I should probably be around a bit more mentoring. I've got lots of mentoring happening this week because I'm away all next week, so I'm off the clock. So I've got blogs to write. I've got all kinds of things to do. I've got a podcast to do for my energy club. Got lots of stuff. We're also launching very, very, very excitingly now where's the date? I'm trying to find the date. Sunday the 16th of February. You're the first to hear it. Sunday the 16th of February, the first ever energy festival. Are you joking? Energy festival. So it's a whole day of energy. It's going to be happening in Hamilton. So I've chosen Hamilton because people from Auckland can come, people from Tauranga can come, obviously people from Hamilton and Cambridge and Taupo can come. People can come from anywhere they like, actually, but it's quite a good location. The venue's very cool. It's got beautiful grounds and lots of space, and I need a big room so that we can there's going to be dance and meditation and lots of yummy sort of space. And then there's going to be workshops and lunch and coffee and, oh, gorgeous things. It's a whole day happening on the 16th of February. So I figure it's a good time. You know, kids are back at school, people are back into life, and it's like giving yourself a whole day. Some people, I speak to so many people who want to come to Repotted, but they just can't either financially make it happen or get the amount of time off, you know. So it doesn't matter which currency, whether it's a time currency, a money currency, whatever the currency is, it just doesn't quite work. So I thought one day could just be perfect. So it's a whole lot more than the energy book launch sessions, but it's a whole day. So kind of a, you know, I don't know, 9 till 4 kind of thing all day. So we're going to be hopefully doing these a few more, but at the moment Hamilton is locked in and it's very exciting. So no one knows about that yet. That goes on sale actually probably in about an hour or two. When Michaela and I get to the office, we will pop that on sale. So that's going to be exciting. So I've got some stuff to organise for that, because when you do these, eventing's such a big job. You know, you've got to find locations, and then you've got to negotiate contracts, and then you've got to get them all up on sale, and then there's ticketing platforms, and oh, fuck, it's a lot. Websites to update, and, you know, there's a lot. So a lot of stuff goes on before we actually get stuff out into the world. So that's going to be happening today. Yeah, and then Thursday I've got a very exciting conference. I'm in Auckland and I'm speaking at the Gap reunion. Now, the Gap is a very cool accounting company software created here in New Zealand, and it's pretty exciting. And there's going to be 600 accountants, oh my God, all over Auckland, and I get to speak to them. So that's exciting. I'm talking about turning up, turned on. Turning up, turned on. There's no fucking point turning up if you're not turned on, is there? How turned on are you today? Because I think, you know, if you're going to be turned on means you're ready, like you're on. You've got everything you need. You are ready to go. Your energy's ready. It's like ready, set, go. What do you need to be ready, set, go? You know, rather than, because anyone can just turn up, can't they? And a lot of people you see just turn up, but they're not turned on, like they're not turned on and tuned in. And I think turning up is important, but turning yourself on. What do you need to be on? And then being tuned in to the people around you, what's required, what does the job need, read the room, all the stuff. There's so much stuff. It's not easy being a human, is it? It's a fucking lot. Anyway, and then my son is attending a national Taekwondo camp, so he's going to be all hot and sweaty. So there's things I need to be organised, helping him get organised. So that'll be a whole pile of Friday afternoon, getting all the gear ready, making sure he's got all his shit with him, because it's a very intense high-performance camp for the New Zealand Taekwondo team. So there's no fucking around there, right? This is a big deal. So he's got to be on. He's got to turn up, turned on. Actually, I might have a talk to him about that. It's very apparently unmotivating having a mother as a motivational speaker. So I'll try not to be too motivating, because it turns them off. Anyway, and then Sunday, I'm at the airport, so a lot of packing. And then, of course, I have to do the secret suitcase inside the suitcase, so that when I come back, I can bring any treats back that Shanghai might have for me. There might be treats. It's quite fun, because we're going into, even though we're heading into summer, when I get to China, they're heading into winter. So it's the end of the heat. And so there's lots of woolies. Lots of woolly things, lots of fluffy things, all the fur's out, all the cashmere's out. So that's quite exciting. And yeah, so a whole week. So this time next week, when I talk to you, I will have just landed, actually. I think we land at like 6 a.m. on the Monday, and we've got all day beetling around. Oh, I'll be fucking tired. I will have just hit the ground, and that'll be that. So there you go. Busy week packing. Busy week being, getting very organised, doing the bookings. Bookings and things is a lot, isn't it? It's like I have this big list of things I've got to book in, and then you've got to pay. And I find all that human fuckery so exhausting. Just even putting a bank account number in. Oh, my God. I have to triple check it, because I'm not very good with the numbers. And then it's like, oh, God, and then do I pay the deposit or the whole amount? And then all that boring stuff. So that's what I'll be doing, and just making sure I've got everything ready for when I get back from China, so that all the surprise party stuff is pre-organised, because then Someone's going to fuck something up, aren't they? Something will let me down. But if I get ahead of it, hopefully they'll ring me this week and say, we can't do that. And I'll go, okay, good. I'll find someone else then. But if I leave it till last minute, Larry, that's why I love my planner. Love it, love it, love it. I hope you've bought your planner. I hope you've ordered your planner for 2025. It's going to be a big year. So there you go. Have a lovely week. I hope you have a gorgeous week. Go and turn yourself on.